Hello, this is Sirisha Kisra. My class ID is 14. Coming to deep learning ICP3, we need to perform sentiment analysis on IMDb dataset. So here the first part of the ICP is to find the 3 mistakes in the source code that stop running it successfully. So going to the source code sentiment analysis, so here is what we have. It is importing all the necessary libraries and dataset. It has a CSV data set, but the problem here is 3 problems, which are in the input dim. We need to give the data size that we are passing to the input layer. So this is one mistake, and the second mistake in the source code that is given here, the layers are given as 5, but in sentiment analysis we will only have 3, whether it is neutral, positive or negative, and the activation in the output layer should always be softmax, not the sigmoid. These are the 3 mistakes. And one more mistake, one more thing that is stopping is here it is converting the sentences to matrix, but when we perform the split on these sentences, it should be in a string form, not the matrix form. So coming to the code changes that need to perform are, we are importing necessary libraries and reading the CSV file, and then using the tokenizer we are taking the number of unique words at 2000, and then we are reviewing the length of each sentence, and after splitting the sentences and adding it to the vocab size, and we are doing the pre-processing on the data and splitting the data into test and train, and we are having a model sequential. And in the ICP it also given that adding embedded layer to the model and see if the performance is improved or not. So initially first I'm commenting this embedded layer and run it. So now I'm taking the input dim here, and the layers that I've corrected only given 3 layers in the output, and activation softmax, and calculating the and training this model, my network using this model, and calculating the loss and accuracy, and plotting the accuracy and loss using history object that we trained. So now let me run this code and see the output. So the accuracy is 0.5026, and the model accuracy graph you can see here, and the loss graph for the validation data, the loss is less than the trained data. The model is not overfitting. And now if we want to add the embedding layer to it and see the output and how it changes. So let me make the add the embedding layer here. So we need to flatten use the flatten method, and now I'm commenting this. So here in embedding layer we have output dim 300, input dim 2047, and input length is the maximum review length that we calculate above. And the epochs I'm giving here only 1, because it is taking a lot of time for the 5 epochs. And let me just calculate the accuracy for this. So I'm rerunning the code. The third part is applying the code on 20 news group dataset and see whether how on the same code and how the accuracy will be. I'm doing this on Collaborate using Google Drive Collaboratory. So here I'm importing the necessary libraries, models, and importing the data set from the sklearn dataset, and I'm using I'm dividing the dataset into train and test, and using the tokenizer to split the data, and applying the embedding layers and the other layers, and finally applying this model on the train data and calculating the accuracy and loss using the test data. So as I run this code, I got the accuracy is 0.0523.